in order to get what you want, you have to prepare for what you want. So I have really been in the middle of manifesting a lot in my life, and it feels really good. I feel really good. I work on my self-concept every single day, and I've noticed major shifts in my reality, from random money coming in, getting favors, having things bought for me, having certain information shared with me that I never even thought that I needed to know. And what's really cool about that is a direct reflection of all the subconscious work that I do on a daily basis. And I had a really, really awesome month in December when it comes to selling. So if you guys don't know, I work in high-end retail clothing and I'm a salesperson. And I had loosely set this intention, like, oh, it would be so cool to sell $100,000 worth of merchandise, okay? And on mine, it says I make $100,000 in sales every month, okay? So last month, I did really freaking well. So when it came out to the end of the month and my manager was telling me how much I actually sold, it was $121,000 worth of merchandise, okay? And that equates to a really nice commission check for me for last month, which I'll get in about a week and a half, which is amazing because that's a direct reflection of my self-concept. I now resonate as a person who makes a lot of money, okay? And this is a really cool aspect of when you start to do this work, you'll start to see the shifts in your reality that reflect that. And sometimes it's not going to be immediate, but within the week, the month, you're definitely going to start to see it. And that's why it's so important never to give up on the self-concept that you want to hold for yourself, because in you persisting in that self-concept, it will manifest into your reality. And the thing about that as well is that whatever is happening now is really something that is a result of things that you did in the past, okay? Because this moment is a past moment. Even me recording this video, you're not going to see this video until after I've done it, right? This is in the past. Your thoughts and feelings right now are creating your future. So that's why it's very, very important to be on top of what you think and feel. And so I decided to go look at some apartments today, and I'll clip to that right now. I have decided that it is time for me to move out. So I'm starting to look at apartment complexes for me to potentially move into. So the one that I'm at today is super nice. As you can see this like behind me, right? I'm in the lobby and it's really cold outside. It's freezing and it's snowing, but I'm really excited. So let's go see this. Thank you. Nice. So which one is this?
This is the Essex.
Okay.
This one is $27.55.
Okay.
It's $29.45.
Okay. So it would only be like a 2-bedroom that would have a tub then.
Some of our 1-bedrooms do.
They do.
This is just a smaller 1-bedroom, so it has the shower. But I do have another 1-bedroom that maybe like $100 more than this.
Okay.
That does have the.
Oh, like this view.
Exact pricing for it. This one also has high ceilings.
Ooh, I like
which
this.
makes it pretty appealing as well.
Oh, this one's super nice.
And you get a walk-in closet in the studio, so lots of space here. You get the standard walk-in.
Oh, wow, yeah. Whoa. It's fine. Those darn bugs are everywhere. These ones.
Oh
They're
yeah.
everywhere.
This is just this stuff is always full of it. So this would be the sleep area over here.
Yeah, this one's definitely very small.
But then I have this one that I move. This one has
Okay.
sleep space right when you walk in, and then on the other side of the wall, the living space.
Okay. Like this would be a better size, I think.
Yeah. This one's $491, so a little bit bigger than the other one, but just better spaced out.
I really like the high ceiling one.
Me too. That's my favorite.
That one was really nice.
Oh, this one has a tub.
Yeah. Oh, that's even
I didn't
better.
know that any studios have tubs.
Oh, see, I like that.
Hmm.
Nice.
On here, it says shower.
Oh. And you have this
The
on.
more you know.
I'm guessing you have this on higher floors too.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so now we're at a different apartment complex. Honestly, the last one, for what I would get, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it because I wouldn't be closer to where I work. So I'm like, why am I gonna spend so much money to be farther away than where I'm at right now? It just makes no sense. So now we're in a different location, like a different city and a different building. So I'm gonna go through and see how those are. Oh, it's like a junior studio.
There's no light here.
Oh.
And the bathroom would be there.
So there's not gonna be light in here? Oh, there's. Oh, tub. Perfect. Okay. Nice.
This would be yours.
This would be good for the dog.
Mindful life. This unit is ADA.
Okay.
So it's handicap accessible, so there's a few differences.
Okay.
So you can see here it has a walk-in shower
Yeah.
instead of a tub.
Okay.
The counter height is a little bit lower.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
And then it's missing from here now, but typically there'll be a microwave on the counter.
Okay. This is the one bedroom.
This is one bedroom. And if you like this floor plan, we have this floor plan without the ADA.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that.
I'm going to show you another one bedroom that's very popular on this floor. And we'll just
Okay.
quickly look for
And this one's what, 26 or?
it. This one is. This is 2830.
And then I'm guessing the other one is gonna be put in soon.
So all the other units that are not ADAs have the full size washer.
Okay, yeah, this one's better. If I want to pay $29.30 though.
Yeah, you see you have the stack windows.
Okay, they have a tub. Okay, another chairs.
So same thing, just
Different view.
and this one's about 20 square feet smaller.
And this one's how much?
This one is $25.30.
Okay. Oh, the bathroom's in here.
Then I have the same thing downstairs for the third floor with the terrace and higher ceilings. They're $26.20.
Okay. Cool. So with the apartments, I know that I'm going to be moving into an apartment very soon.
Yes, queen! Slay! Slay!
I have a loose idea of March, but I'm not entirely sure, and I don't really care when. I just know it's going to happen. I know that I'm going to have an in-unit washer and dryer. I know that it's going to be in a location that's close to work for me. So these are things that I know, and I just felt inspired to go to these different apartment complexes and look so I could get a general sense of the type of place that I want as well as where I want to be. And again, I wouldn't do this at a previous time because my self-concept was one that didn't have those things. And I can say the same thing about when I was getting my car. I really started to envision myself having a car, driving a car everywhere that I was going. And that inspired me to go to the dealership and to actually go look at cars, to test drive cars. And then literally within a week, I had a car. Okay, sometimes it can happen really quickly, but it ultimately depends upon your self-concept and whether or not you feel that outcome as real already. And the more that you can feel it as real right now, the closer it is to you. It's going to happen at some point in time. But a lot of us, we put these things in the way of, oh, well, my belief is that it has to take X amount of time in order for me to get it, or I have to have X amount of money in order for me to get it. This, and this. We put all of these things in the way, which is really just our resistance to that reality manifesting right now. If you can see yourself having something, doing something, being with someone, then that means in an alternate reality, on an alternate frequency, you already have that thing, are experiencing that thing, are with that person, are in that job, whatever. But what is it that is getting in the way of you experiencing that right now? Well, it is your subconscious beliefs. And for the longest time, I really didn't understand that. And I would hear these people say these things. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's easy for them to say that. Look at where they're at right now. But as I've been going along this journey, I have been recognizing within myself how when I don't have a strong attachment to anything, but I literally like visualize it and feel it as real, that's when it happens for me the quickest. It's when I have a lot of attachment to something and I'm like, where is it? That's when it takes longer. And it's not to say that it won't happen, but because you're so attached to it and it's almost like you need it, you don't see it as something that's yours already. You're putting it off in the distance as like, oh, that would be so awesome if that could happen. But it's like, imagine if you just shifted how you thought about it and you're like, wow, if I see myself in that already, it's already mine. I don't have to worry about when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. And I would get stuck on that, the how and the why, because I wanted to control everything. But sometimes it's actually better not to control anything. Sometimes it's better to be free and to be open to how the universe wants to bring it to you. I have another example, and this one was a really, really cool manifestation. So there were these pants at work that I have been eyeing for at least the last like 2 or 3 weeks. I saw them and I was immediately like, oh my gosh, I love these pants. I tried them on. I was like, oh, like I want those pants. So I'm thinking like, all right, if I have to order it from the warehouse so that I can get the 64% off, I'll do that. I'll wait. So I sent an email to the person who's in charge of all that at my company, and she's like, oh, well, you know, because we're in inventory, we're not doing any of those until after the 15th. So I'm like, darn, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait. But around Christmas time, there were other pants that I had that I ended up damaging. Okay. And I was really annoyed by that because I'm like, oh, like I have to wear pants for work. Like we're supposed to be in all of the clothing from work as a way to sell the clothing. So I tell the manager of my store, I'm like, hey, like I messed up my pants. Like, is there a way that we can order a new pair? She's like, okay, we'll order it from e-com, whatever. So then all of that goes through, right? Then she comes up to me as I'm working with a client and she says, hey, so guess what? You are able to take these pants home. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? For free. I didn't have to pay anything for them. So while I was prepared to pay, this was going to be like $135 for these pants, I paid $0 for the pants because I had such a strong desire to have them, but I wasn't attached to how it would come about. And this is a really great example for how to live your life, because every time I have a strong desire for something, I already see it as mine, but I'm not attached to when and how it will come. Things are even better than I could have imagined. And that's the same case for you. And I know that's going to be the same case for my apartment. Okay. I went and looked at these apartments, and some of them are really nice. Some of them I was like, I don't know if it's really worth all the money that I would be spending given the location and like some of the other things. But I felt inspired to go look, so I did that. I'm getting a better sense of what I want, what I don't want, because one of the best things about contrast is it provides you with the knowledge of what you don't want so that you can better understand what you do want in whatever it is that you're creating in your life. So it is so important that you allow things to come together and you're not so controlling over what needs to happen in order for that thing to manifest. Because if you really think about it, do you want to be in control of every little thing that could happen to guide you towards your manifestation? I would guess not. And I used to think that I wanted to, but all of my greatest manifestations have happened so randomly and they've felt so seamless. And I look up and I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy that this thing led me to that thing, led me to that thing, led me to the outcome that I was desiring. And I think that is the power in setting an intention and letting it go. And it's those things that you feel like you need in your life in order to be happy that will block you from actually creating the life that you want. And I'm only telling you this because that has been me most of my life. And the more that I've really let go of things, the easier my life has gotten, as well as the more magical my life has gotten. And I truly want that for you. But are you willing to actually let go and fall into the universe's arms? And I think if you are someone who's been socialized in this society, the answer is probably like, no, but I need to know. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes things can be way better than you could ever imagine. And wouldn't that be more ideal than trying to push and prod and force things to happen, which feels so, feels icky. It's an icky energy. And I just want you, especially in 2025, to decide that things don't have to be hard for you. Things can be much easier for you. And again, I used to be one of those people who would hear someone say that and be like, you're ridiculous, you don't understand my life. And the thing is, the work that needs to be done isn't in your physical plane or on your physical plane. It is actually on the subconscious plane, okay? You have to think about the beliefs that you hold and really uncover them and get to the bottom of why you believe things have to be hard, why you believe you don't deserve certain things. And when you can get to the bottom of that and you can rewire your mind and really just not even that, because sometimes I don't even think it's completely the rewiring thing. You just have to get out of your own way. Stop telling yourself that it can't happen. What if you decided that it can? And what if you decided that you were worthy? It really is all about a decision. Sometimes it's not as difficult as we make it seem, but because of all the guck that we've been ingesting over the years, we make it so much harder than it needs to be. And I would honestly be lying if I told you that it took me a day to get to this mindset. It really didn't. However, I do think you can make certain shifts in your mindset in a second, in a minute, when you talk to someone and they expose to you some of those beliefs that you have, because once you have awareness over the beliefs that you have, then you can actually change them. But if you're not working to figure out what those beliefs are, you're not aware of them, it's going to be very hard for you to change them. So we're going to be going through that on my YouTube channel because in all honesty, I have been kind of like here and there with this channel because I'm really trying to figure out like what direction am I going. I love my retail job. I absolutely love it. So I know I'm continuing with that, but I also really love talking about this subconscious work that I've been doing to even manifest the job that I have right now, to manifest my car, to manifest these pants, and to manifest so many other things. I mean, you're going to see me manifest my apartment. Whether or not it's one of the places that I went to today remains to be seen. But my major point is that you can truly manifest anything if you believe that you can. If you believe that you can't, you are right. And that is the major distinction. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.